Yeah, baby! The Sour Power G-Fuel can has arrived. Let's try it. What is up, everybody? Today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Knuckles-inspired Sour Power G-Fuel can, which is currently exclusive to GNC, along with 2 other G-Fuel cans. Now, I already reviewed the Miami Nights and the Divine Peach cans, so today we're knocking out the Sour Power G-Fuel can. I'm going to crack this can open, give it a taste, compare it to the powder, tell you which one I like better, as well as give it a score, and hopefully help you decide if this can is right for you. But before I crack this can open, you know what time it is. GFUEL code DannyD is 10 to 30% off at GFUEL.com. When you use that code, not only are you saving some money on your GFUEL orders at GFUEL.com, but you're also supporting my content and allowing me to continue being a full-time content creator. I really enjoy working with GFUEL, and they have allowed me to continue to pursue my dreams, and they keep me energized while I'm doing it. So if you have used GFUEL code DannyD or you're planning on using it, I really appreciate it. But now, let's try some GFUEL. Here is a better look at the Knuckles-inspired Sour Power G-Fuel can. You can see we got Knuckles on the side there. And as far as nutrition goes with this can has 140 milligrams of caffeine, 0 sugar, and 0 calories. Now again, you heard me right, 140 milligrams of caffeine, so the same amount of caffeine as a serving of powder. I really like that because that means that today I can have both of these. Normally when I have one of the 300 milligram cans, that's all the G-Fuel I have for the day, because it's a lot. Here is a little closer look at the tub next to the Sour Power can, and you can see the artwork is actually a lot different. I mean, we've obviously got Knuckles on the side there on the can, but I gotta say, I think the tub looks a lot better for this one. I mean, the can looks solid. I just think it doesn't really stand out like the tub does. Maybe if they threw some of these rings and gems on there, that would make it look cooler. Oh, I dropped the tub. Good thing the lid was on. But Sour Power is described on GFUEL's website as a sour raspberry candy. Now, I gave the powder an 8.6, and even though it's described as sour, I think it's more tart than sour. But is that gonna be the case with the can? I guess we're about to find out. Now, I've already got a serving of Sour Power powder mixed up here with 16 ounces of water and some ice. Let's go ahead and crack open the can. Oh yeah, baby. I actually got up a lot earlier today because I had a dentist appointment, so I am ready for some caffeine, baby. Let's give it a smell. Dude, that smells just like the raspberry pie flavor. That's kind of crazy. It smells like raspberry pie filling. Very sweet, candied raspberry smell. Let's smell the powder. The powder definitely smells more like a candy or like sweet tarts. I did think the powder was very similar to brain matter, which is also a tart candy flavor. But after smelling this can, I'm even more curious now because it's making me think it's gonna taste more like a real raspberry or like a candied raspberry instead of raspberry candy. Anyways, let's give it a try. Time for the moment of truth. Oh. Interesting. I'm definitely getting a taste that I've had before. I just gotta kind of wrap my head around it. You know what? I know what it tastes like. Where are you? Oh yeah, baby, there you are. Here's something you don't see very often. I've got this rare red licorice Sheets exclusive G-Fuel can, and I'm getting a very similar taste to this red licorice flavor. It definitely doesn't have the same like stickiness that the red licorice has, but very, very similar taste. I don't know what red licorice is supposed to taste like. Is it like cherry or something? Like the fruit taste is definitely different because I don't think this is raspberry, but I'm getting a very similar aftertaste. Was not expecting that. That is interesting. But now let's taste the powder and compare the two. Wow, those are different. Those are really different. Give the can another taste. Yeah, those are wildly different, man. Wow, okay. So first off, I like it. I don't think I love it, but that might be because it's not really what I was expecting. But I'm definitely getting more of like a crushed sweet tart taste with the powder. And I'm not really getting that candy taste with the can. Even the raspberry tastes different. I do think the raspberry in the can tastes more like a fresh raspberry. Definitely more mellow, actually. I think the powder is stronger for this one. The powder definitely lingers a lot longer, but it's that tart candy taste that lingers. With the can, it fades very, very quickly, and I'm definitely getting like a slight sourness. So definitely more sour than tart with the can. But again, I'm getting like a similar aftertaste to that red licorice can, and I don't quite know what that is. I guess it's candy, just a different kind of candy. I will say, I am a little bit disappointed with this can. It's just so simple in one note. It's literally just like a a slightly more fresh raspberry taste with a little bit of sourness. Pretty mellow. If you're somebody who doesn't like overly sour stuff, you might like this one better than something like Sour Blue Chug Rug or Doozy Fruit, because those flavors are very sour. This is definitely a more mellow sour taste. I can get behind it. Yo, I just realized the label is totally off on here. I'm sorry about that. I'm probably the only one who cares about that. But if you were to have me do like a blind taste test and ask me what I think, I would probably think these aren't the same flavor. They're just not very similar when it comes to that raspberry taste or that sour candy taste. I gave the powder an 8.6, and I think that's a very solid score. But the can is very different, and when it comes to the flavor hitting your taste buds, it's very quick and gone. And if you're somebody who's a big fan of the Sour Power powder, I honestly think you might be slightly disappointed with this one. Now, it's by no means a bad flavor or anything. I don't want anybody to think that I don't like it. It's just very different and kind of unexpected. Overall, it doesn't really do anything to really excite me. And since we've got like 40 different cans now, I just don't see myself reaching for this one as often as a lot of these other ones. And as far as the sour cans go, like Sour Cherry, Sour Blue Chug Rug, Doozy Fruit, I gotta say, I think it might be in last place when it comes to sour cans. It's not very sweet either, and I feel like there's a sweetness with the Sour Power powder that I'm just not getting at all here. Man, this is a tough one, guys. But, I mean, my job is to review GFUEL, so I'm not gonna go soft on it or anything. With these thoughts, I am gonna give the Sour Power GFUEL can a 5.9 out of 10. I don't want you to pick up a can and not like it, and I just think that kind of highly likely that somebody's gonna pick this Sour Power can up and just not be very impressed. But what's crazy about GFUEL is if this is one of the lowest rated cans for me, it just goes to show that even one of the cans that I find to be one of my least favorites is still solid and totally drinkable. I just think it's a very simple, niche flavor. If you don't like raspberry stuff, this isn't gonna change your mind. And if somebody was looking for a good sour flavor when it comes to the cans, I think I'd recommend all those other sour cans that I mentioned before I recommend this one. So there you have it. There's my thoughts on the Sour Power GFUEL can. Again, even though I gave this a 5.9, I'm already halfway through this can and I am going to finish it. It's decent. I just gotta say, the powder is magnitudes better. Does that make sense? Magnitudes better? I don't know. It's too early. But let me know down in the comments, have you picked up the Sour Power GFUEL can or the powder? And if so, what do you think about this flavor? And if you've had both, which do you prefer, the can or the powder? Because I'm going with the powder and it's not even close. Also, guys, if you're somebody who's been eyeballing GFUEL and you have not tried it yet, I highly recommend picking up a Danny Dorito 23 GFUEL starter kit. That way you get my shaker along with 7 different flavor sample packets, so you can try some flavors without having to commit to buying full tubs yet. Plus, you get this sexy shaker. I mean, come on. Stay tuned for more GFUEL reviews very soon. And if you guys like these reviews, you find them helpful and informative, be sure to drop a like, share these videos with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that anytime I post a new GFUEL review or go live and play some video games, because yes sir, I started streaming on YouTube now instead of Twitch, you'll get one of those notifications and whatever type of content I've posted or started to stream goes straight to you. That's gonna be all for this one, guys. As always, stay safe, be nice to each other out there, and I will see you in the next one. Peace! But yeah, I went to the dentist and no cavities, baby. Yeah.